it's very interesting that you said a while ago that the Philippines and Vietnam can settle their disputes, their South China Sea disputes peacefully.
Peacefully, yeah, sure.
So, can you give an example of how it can be settled peacefully as compared to what happened between the Philippines and China and Vietnam and China?
I think that, well, between Vietnam and the Philippines, we share a lot in common.
Yes.
First, we are signatories to the Declaration on the Conduct of Paris in the South China Sea. We are ASEAN members, and also now, well, the Philippines, we have some territorial disputes with the Philippines, but as I told you already, the Philippines and Vietnam, we are kind of peaceful people, and we do not want to overpower one another, so we can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk, yeah.
How would you contrast this with what happened to China and Philippines
China,
and Vietnam?
and you can see, China does not talk. It resorts to recourse to actually to some kind of forceful measures, yeah, and this in defiance of international law.
So if the Philippines and Vietnam talk, what could possibly happen? Can we split the sea, or can we share the resources? What's within the realm of possibilities here?
From my own point of view, I think that we can share and we can put aside differences, and we can jointly cooperate with each other to exploit. You know.
But China has also proposed this joint exploration.
You know, because our differences over some small areas. For China, if we put aside, all the differences and we jointly cooperate with each other to, to exploit the resources there, well, actually, China is the winner because it is claiming because, with China, the whole South China Sea is just a disputed area. It's different from the Philippines. The Philippines and Vietnam, we have only just some small areas. It's different, right? But for China, if we put differences aside and jointly cooperate with each other, like it or not, well, in fact, it's just like recognizing China's China's claim. Just like it's just recognize China's claim because China is claiming the whole seas. And now if we put aside differences, which means that we agree that China can peacefully exploit everything in the South China Sea, which does not belong to China. So we will fall into the trap of China's.
So in a nutshell, what makes joint cooperation, a joint exploration with the Philippines different from joint exploration with China?
I think that the scope of which is quite limited. The size, differences over the areas between the Philippines and Vietnam is just small. So
how small a part of the South China Sea is it?
I don't remember.
Percentage.
I don't know. But I still, deep down in my heart, I still believe that between Vietnam and the Philippines, we can solve our differences peacefully.
No need to file a case against each other?
No, never. That would be unthinkable.
Really?
Yeah, that would be unthinkable. No. Because between the Philippines and Vietnam, we are now having a very, very good, relations. Very good relations. So I don't think that in the future, and it's not worth fighting, when we can still solve everything peacefully.